boxing fans, what's the deal? Some good news, man. They talking about Luis Ortiz expected to be on this Wilder versus Fury um, undercard. I think that's a good thing. You guys know how I feel about stacking a card, especially if the main event is a heavyweight fight, especially the one of this magnitude with Wilder and Fury. Always think it's a good look. All right, just went off for a second. All right, so I guess now the talk is pretty much is just who is Ortiz going to fight. And to me, man, obviously we don't want this dude on this card fighting some damn obscure journeyman. You know what I mean? That'd just be a waste of time. I do not think we can go backwards from the Razvan Kownacki fight. You know what I mean? That fight, some fans were not happy with that fight. I mean, obviously I would have wanted to see him in there with somebody else besides Razvan Kownacki. But at least at the very least, both guys came off a loss. And both guys came off of title shot losses. Razvan, he hadn't been in the ring since the fight with Parker, where he went 12 rounds with Parker. I know he sparred a lot of rounds with Parker leading up to that fight. Kind of a weird situation because Hughie Fury pulled out that fight, and Parker ended up fighting his damn primary sparring partner. Crazy. I don't think that's ever been done the way that played out. All right, and then we know Ortiz, he fought Deontay Wilder. So both those guys are coming off title shot losses. All right, so I don't think we want to go backwards, man, and have Ortiz, like I said, fight a journeyman. Don't want to see the dude go backwards, man, especially not on a damn pay-per-view card. So the three names that I'm thinking, man, that make the most sense. Now, I want to see Ortiz fight anybody. Fucking Povetkin, Parker. I know some of these fights aren't realistic right now, but for December 1st, the three names that I think that make the most sense for December 1st, Dominic Breazeale. Let me start with Breazeale, all right? I think the fight could be easily made. Breazeale has came out and said that he was willing to fight Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte is rated #1 by the WBC. If you look at their rankings, and Breazeale has the mandatory. Now, Breazeale said he's willing to put that up to fight Dillian Whyte. Now, some fans may argue, well, yeah, he said that because not only will he fight Dillian Whyte, but he said that because he know that there's a nice check that he can get out in the UK fighting Dillian Whyte, and the UK fans will definitely come out and support it. They'll get behind Dillian Whyte, and it'll be a good fight. It'll be a good look, so on and so forth. So, you can look at it like that. But I think, is Breazeale, is he willing to, put that type of same energy and have that same type of confidence, and is he willing to fight Luis Ortiz? You know what I mean? Is he willing to do that type of same thing with Luis Ortiz? Okay, so Dominic Breazeale, that's first. And then I would say we got Breazeale. Then I'm going to go with Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce, after the Razvan Kownacki fight, this is like, what, in August, the first week of August, when he said he would like to make a statement and fight Luis Ortiz. He did say he didn't want to fight him next. And that's why he's fighting Lago Kiladze on, was it next week? I know on the 30th. So in a few days here. You know what I mean? So I'm assuming he'll get past Kiladze. Kiladze, usually when he steps up, he loses those fights. He actually fought one of the guys I'm going to bring up in the video as well. He fought Kownacki, Michael Hunter, guys like that. But, give me a second, y'all. Damn police riding by. So, yeah. Plus, Joe Joyce called, he called him out. And I know, a lot of these Olympians are trying to be fast-tracked. So it's like, hell, man, you trying to be fast track? Let's see how, much of a fast track that you're trying to be on fighting Luis Ortiz. And that's another thing. Joe Joyce is not some young kid they're trying to push to fast track. This is a 33-year-old grown-ass man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of amateur experience. He's sparred pretty much some everybody. Dominic Breazeale, Stavern, Joshua. He's been in a whole bunch of damn training camps. And plus, he's already fought Lenroy Thomas and guys like that. Usually you're not putting your prospect in there with a guy like Lenroy Thomas in literally your first couple fights. Philippe Hercule is another guy they're fast track. He just fought Mansour. Hercule only got like 5 or 6 fights or something like that. So these Olympians, not just the medalists, but even just guys that are in the games, look like they want to be fast tracked, because some of these guys are, not all of them. Hrgovic's a young guy, you know, but Joyce is different from some of those guys, man, because he's 33. You know what I mean? So he's not some young whippersnapper, man. He knows that he needs to get this going. You know, he don't got 5 years to build a career. You know, he got to get this shit going now. And I think he's at the stage where it's like, look, dude, if I'm, you know, he's probably as good as he's going to get. You know what I'm saying? Just to be honest with you, he's a big, strong dude that likes to come forward, uses the high guard, likes to push with the jab and throw right hands. That's pretty much him. You know what I'm saying? So Joyce is another option because he called him out, and he, you know, got the silver in the games. He's a UK guy. He's coming over here. I know he's out in Big Bear. I assume he's gonna get some work with Tyson Fury. They're saying Fury gonna be out in Big Bear grinding for the fight. And then the third option, so I said Breazeale, Joyce, and the third option is Adam Kownacki. Just like Breazeale, Kownacki is rated in the WBC top. It'd be fun TV. You know he's coming forward. You don't have to go looking for him. He will put the pressure on Luis Ortiz. Now, will he be? I don't know, man. That could be an invite to Counterpunch City. If he tries to go in there and put the head first, I'm gonna take 5 to land 1 type of style that he has. It's very exciting. It's fun to watch. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be at the fight, so I'm curious to see, you know, how he looks at body up. I remember that's what Jennings was trying to do when he was fighting. He was trying to get close and maul him, and, you know what I mean, kick the old man's cane over, you know what I mean, and tap his pockets. You know, old man. And the old man had a trick for his ass. He tricked Jennings. He let Jennings believe that, okay, you're walking me backwards. Here, take this uppercut off the back foot. You know what I mean? And that's what I think, man, slow your ass down, dude. And that's what I think Kownacki's gonna do. And I think Kownacki is even at least from the eye test, man, it seems like he's more of a pressure fighter than Jennings. You know what I'm saying? Jennings Kownacki be a good fight. Jennings versus Kownacki, I think that'd be a good one. But anyways, I would favor Ortiz in all 3 of these fights, but I would love to see him. Breazeale, kind of like Kownacki's going to bring pressure. Shit, all of them going to bring pressure, to tell you the truth, because Joyce likes to pressure fight. So to me, all these motherfuckers going to bring pressure. You know what I'm saying? Just I think Kownacki's more dedicated to the body. Joyce would be more pressure, you know, throwing the 1-2, and Breazeale will just have an all-out brawl. He may lean on you, put all his weight on you. You know what I'm saying? And just go for broke. But those are the fights that I would, you know, those are the 3 that I think make the most sense. I pray that they don't put him in there with some fucking obscure journeyman guy. Again, though, this is the time. Everybody says that they'll fight him. Oh, I'll fight him. I'll fight him. Okay. Well, December 1st, he needs an opponent. You still have all the month of October to train. You have pretty much all the month of November to train. And the fights on the 1st, you may taper down the last week. But you can, you know, if you were to start, if you've been training the last week, or if you get training right now, today, you know what I'm saying, you still get a good training camp in. Because a lot of these guys, man, and I've kind of went over this over the years, but Andy Ruiz Jr. is a guy that they've offered a fight for Luis Ortiz. He turned it down at that time. This was when, before Ortiz, when Ortiz was looking for an opponent when he had to fight Tony Thompson. You guys remember when he fought Thompson in DC? He was looking for an opponent around that time. They offered it to Andy Ruiz Jr. Ruiz turned it down. He said it wasn't enough time for him to get prepared. He didn't want to just go off a 4-week training camp. Okay, all right, okay. Although I've seen guys take fights on fucking weeks' notice, but okay, all right, cool. You don't want to fight Luis Ortiz on 4 weeks. All right, bet. All right, so he's turned down a fight before. Who else? Jarrell Miller's another guy that turned down an Ortiz fight. And I think Jarrell was saying, I've done videos about this shit in the past, man, but Jarrell was saying that they were trying to give him like another, kind of like Ruiz, a 3-4 week training camp. All right, this according to those guys. I'm not making it up. This is according to Ruiz Jr. and Jarrell Miller. All right, nothing I'm making up. Okay, so that excuse cannot be used. So nobody can say, oh man, you only giving me 3 weeks, or you know what I mean, you got ample enough time to get this, to get a good training camp. Plus, anyways, man, you're a professional fighter fighting at the high level. You're supposed to stay ready, man. That's why when dudes be saying that they ain't ready, it's like, how are you not ready? And this is what you do for hundreds of thousands, you know, tens to hundreds of thousands, and some guys millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? You know, and an excuse I don't want to hear, well, Because if the money's not right, man, I'm not saying guys should go in there and fucking fight for peanuts. I'll never advocate that. But you and your team need to, you know, sit down and come up with a good number that y'all, you know, that you guys get on this pay-per-view card and these fight. Because everybody says they'll fight him. You know, I've heard people say he's not the boogeyman, he's not this, he's not that. Okay, well, December 1st, show us. And I don't think he's unbeatable, right? He's already lost a fight. He's lost to the amateurs. I'm not trying to promote Ortiz like he's this unbeatable guy, but I do think he's still legit top 5. Some people have him even higher than that. All right. So my thing, man, let's get this thing going, man. I want to see who's going to step up to the plate. It's easy to say you'll fight him when you got a fight scheduled, or he has a fight scheduled, or, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to say you'll fight somebody, but there's no opponent. Right now, it's TBA. It's the old TBA. It's Luis Ortiz versus TBA. All right. But if I had to pick who I would want, that's a tough one, man. I mean, some people may not go with Joyce because he's they might think he's, you know, he's inexperienced, but I mean, he's 33 years old, man. This dude been fighting for years, you know what I mean? It's pretty much a toss-up, man. I mean, you can, you know, put a name in a hat and just draw the motherfucker out. I would possibly just go with Breazeale because he's the highest rated guy out of all the guys. You know, Kownacki's still undefeated. He's very confident, never tasted the defeat before, you know, in the pros. I may just edge it with Breazeale, but if they told me Kownacki's gonna be an opponent, I'm all for that too. Joyce, I'm all for that too. But Breazeale, maybe because he's just the highest rated guy. I haven't seen Breazeale in a while, man. I don't think he hasn't fought since the Molina fight. What was that? What was that, fall of 2017? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think. I really can't read the comments, man, but I wanted to just, I didn't have time to edit a video and all that, so I just went live real quick. I will read the comments when I look at the archives. More videos to come in the next few days. I know the last 3 or 4 days, I haven't made a video since the fights on Saturday, but I will definitely be back doing my thing. Shouts out to George Arias. He picked up a victory over the weekend. He beat Byron Poli. He improved. I believe George is 12-0 right now, I believe. And Robert Alfonso, man, the Cuban, undefeated Cuban fighter. I think he's 16-0. He was supposed to fight Justin Jones. I never got a chance, and Justin Jones was 21-0. I think he has 2 draws. Supposed to see that fight, man, but that ended up getting, and I didn't even see it. But I went on BoxRec just looking around, looking at the upcoming fights for last weekend, and I seen that Alfonso, they had him fighting a journeyman. I'm like, what the fuck happened to the Jones fight? So then I looked around, went to Justin Jones' Facebook, and yeah, man, around about September 12th, so about, you know, 12 days before the fight or whatever, he had said he had an injury, man. So I really wanted to see Justin Jones versus Robert Alfonso. Alfonso, Cuban guy, really good in the amateurs. He's in a lot of Deontay Wilder training camps. He's in a lot of Wilder camps. He's been in a few camps, Eric Molina camps, undefeated guy, you know. So shouts out to both of them. Didn't get a chance to do a video telling you guys about their victories. But yeah, man, I'll be back tomorrow, man. All right, so just gave my opinion about Luis Ortiz being on this pay-per-view card. I think it's a great look. It's excellent. We just need the dance partner now, and it cannot be a step under Razvan Kanjanu. We can't do that, man. That's just not a good look. We need somebody to step up. Breazeale, Kownacki, Joe Joyce. Hopefully, fingers crossed, you know, Joe Joyce does not suffer an injury on Saturday. I believe that fight is Saturday. Him and Lago Kalazi. Is the 30th Saturday? Man, I be grinding so much, man. I be fucking forgetting the days, man. Yeah, I believe it's Saturday. It's September 30th. You know what I mean? So he should take care of Kalazi easy. Kalazi will come in there. He'll try to use his jab and circle, then he'll end up tiring. But as long as Joyce put that pressure on him, I think he'll tire him out, beat him up, beat him down. All right? But that's it, man. Let me see if I can just run through. Shout you guys out, man, for showing up, because I sure appreciate it. Trio's Fear was good. James Coleman, what it do? Johnny Todd was good. Pop Player, what's up? Lawrence Williams, AZ, the usual suspects. Haters Have an Opinion, what's up? Tone Bangers, Organic Herbal Supplements. You say Cali Enigma reported that Ortiz has been reinstated by the WBA. Damn, that's what's up. Shit, I could have looked at some WBA guys. I know Trevor Bryan holds the interim. But I think Bryan may try to set himself up to possibly get that Kendo, because last I heard, I haven't been following the news as close the last 3 days, but last I heard, Char failed a test. He had 2 steroids in his system, allegedly, right? But then I could have swore I seen a link somebody was trying to send me about his B sample. That's not written in stone, y'all, but the last I checked 3-4 days ago, Char had failed the test. I didn't hear anything about his B sample as of yet. All right, so if Char is still out, you can put that regular title on the line and just have Kendo fight Trevor Bryan. Then that way we can just, you know what I'm saying, combine those two worthless to me as a fan. I know to the fighter that means a lot to them, and I respect that. But for me as a fan, those titles really mean nothing, because we know Anthony Joshua is the real WBA title holder. You get what I'm saying, y'all? So, but anyways, they can kind of combine those 2 straps and just get that shit over with. You know what I mean? And then just have the winner of that, you know, be ready for their WBA title shot somewhere down the line. I don't have those rankings in front of me, man. So if he is reinstated, maybe he can fight somebody that can make sense for a fight December 1st. But I would like to see him fight the 3 guys that I brought up, man. Andy Ruiz Jr. is another guy I like to see him fight. Last I checked, Andy is with Top Rank. I'm not sure how that'll go. Trying to make that fight. But my 3 options for December 1st, man: Breazeale, Kownacki, and Joyce. D-Pog, what's up? South is King, what it do? All right, y'all, I got to make some moves, man. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all know how I do with these unexpected ass live streams that I do, man. That's why that's why I appreciate y'all to show up, man. Whether it's 30 people or shit, during the on Saturday I had like 400 people at one time, or close to 400. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that, man. Whether it's 30 or 400 or 200, whatever it is, 5 people. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all tuning in. Listen to me chop it up about this heavyweight stuff, man. My heavyweight chop up series, where I bring a heavyweight on, it's heavyweight. We talk heavyweights. I got some good names, man. So hopefully that can pan through. I don't want to say who it is yet until I officially get them on, but got some good names, and I will be at the fight December 1st. I will be going as a fan, though, man. I'm looking forward to meeting some of y'all cats that's going to be there, man, that I've been interacting with on YouTube, you know, over the last 8-9 years here. But I'm going to go as a fan. I'm not, you know, doing no interviews or anything like that. If somebody see me and they, you know, they're on here and they YouTube uploader, they want to, you know, talk to me about the fight, we can chop it up like that. But I'm not going around asking fighters for interviews. I'm just, you know, be with my wife, go visit my pops. He live out in Hollywood, so he gonna go to the fight as well. So I'm going as a fan, y'all. So we'll definitely see. Ivan Lewis says, who is Luis Ortiz fighting? We don't know yet, man. That's the thing. We don't know yet. But y'all be good, though, man. I got to run, man. I'm gone.